Hello, good evening everybody, welcome to the stream. Right, so we're a bit late, we're very late, we're 12 minutes late to getting the stream started, but it's not my fault. I don't even know why we waited so long, but we're here now. I think we're waiting on Aaron, because he forgot to update his game. So he will be here probably until the end of qualifying. And as you can see, it's a wet qualifying. And as also, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but park firm rate's off for some reason, so these guys all have got free liberty to put their wet setups on for this. Maybe it was an accident, I don't know. But anyway, I'm your commentator Omar. Welcome along to Season 24's F1 Canada stream. Can't believe it's been 24 seasons. It still sort of boggles the mind a tad, a little teeny weeny bit. But yes, anyway, welcome along. And it'll take something special, I think, to beat last week's race. Last week's race was nothing short of a classic. The French Grand Prix really delivered. It gave us some of the best racing you've ever seen on an F1 game. And if you haven't seen it, I implore you to watch it straight after this one. And yeah, you won't regret it. It's a race that you'll very much enjoy. A race I very much enjoy watching back multiple times. I don't normally watch my streams back too much, but I certainly enjoyed that one. Anyway, back to the task in hand. Let's commentate on this one, shall we? So Louis, second place in the championship, sets the fastest time. Here is championship leader Blizzard. Let's see what he can do. He's not going to go fast. He's going to miss out by a long shot. But it's all about, I guess, just getting used to these conditions. And the more you get to it, the yeah, faster you'll get. And yes, I'm seeing already a comment saying we're late. I don't mean to be late. I can't control it. I'm sorry. But I wouldn't complain about it. Listen, this is F1. You know, you're going to want to watch it. It's worth the wait. To probably tell the chat to remember I'm doing podium interviews, by the way, because I didn't seem to know that last night, or last week. So let me just do that quickly. There's Jake Dex going fastest. Let's see what the key 2 can do. Not going to be fastest, and it's not even going to be a legal lap. A lot of these laps aren't legal. Here's Sparks. Hello everyone in the stream arriving. I know we're late, but you know, on the plus side, you got to watch all of the F2 stream without any interruptions. And there's Lambo as usual going on about his mods. I'm not a mod yet because why am I not a mod? Anyone want to make me a mod? You know, I'm the F1 commentator. Surely I've got stakes in the PSGL YouTube, kind of. Surely I deserve modding at least. Come on, please. Thank you. Gotcha. Anyway, here is Demon in the Renault. No DRS here, so this is as close to DRS as you're going to get at Cheeky Toe, but he's not even on a lap, so we might follow him round and just hope he does a lap. Is he preparing? He is preparing. So let's take a wet onboard lap round the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. That Mercedes ahead shouldn't cause any problems, but we'll wait and see. Demon then into turn 1. Nice and calm into the braking zone. He probably could have taken a bit more aggression there, but I guess it's all about just getting round for this first banker lap. A bit too much on the throttle on the exit, so he was a bit sideways. I did a lot of the event. I think there's an esports event around here. I think it was an esports event. It may have been just a featured event, but whatever it was, I did quite a lot of laps on the wet rounds here, and it is quite difficult actually as Louis goes fastest. It's quite difficult to keep your rhythm without cutting any corners or anything like that, and that would mean that corner cutting and invalidations are quite common around here, and it's one of the most likely tracks to get a disqualification on flat out. And you can see a lot of people are struggling with that so far, but Demon isn't one of them at the moment, at least on this lap in particular. We might have had it on the last lap, we don't know. That Mercedes ahead is Jacotex, the only Mercedes out there at the moment. He's P2, 3.5 tenths behind Louis, he's on top. Let's see where Demon can go, and I can say we'll keep an eye on Jacotex's time as well. But we've followed this lap all the way so far, so we will get to the end, and then we'll see what's going on. Slight cut there. I think he's lost a lap. Jacotex goes quicker, but not quick enough to go fastest. Here is the F2 champion, Will. and he's just lost it as well. JP in there is moaning about the numbers, and there are excuses. We are in exam season, people. We are in exam season. I'm sure there's a lot of children you see in these leagues, and they have got examinations. I've got examinations this week. I really shouldn't be doing this. In fact, if the school found out I was doing this instead of revising, they'd probably get quite angry at me. So just be lucky I'm here, okay? Because I really shouldn't be. I'm really hindering my own learning, I guess. I mean, in fairness, it's completely pointless exams, but still, we've got reasons, okay? We've got reasons. Will, however, is more focused on his karting. I think he's out of budget or something. He was moaning about it earlier. But anyway, here he is on his lap in a fake car, but still, he's quite good at karting, I hear. But anyway, let's stop going on about that. He's quite aggressive by the looks of it here, and it seems to be working out. He's keeping it within the track limits. Currently P15, looking to get a proper lap in. Don't tell me F2 had a better turn out. I don't care. Listen, we're all about this, the community here. We've got the much better community. Obviously. I wouldn't know that. Well, I would know that actually. Fourth race now, and we're already getting on way better. We've only had one or two little fallouts this season. Last season, it seems like Jay Fletcher was causing issues every 5 minutes. Anyway, good evening to Flying From in there. Another frickin' mod in there. Like, seriously? Of course we're better than AOR. It doesn't even need saying. Anyone's better than AOR these days, even ILR. And we've been struggling recently, and we're still better than AOR. It says a lot, really, about how bad AOR I've got. Anyway, I'm going to get in trouble in a minute. Will goes P2. Nearly 6/10 off the pace, though, but his aggressive driving style, not the worst. I thought it would go a little bit worse than that, honestly, but okay, he's alright. Blizzard's on a lap, up by nearly 4/10. Rain has stopped now, but will the track dry quick enough to get on to the softs? That's the question. I got one of my only league racing poles in conditions like this in ILR, because I went for the ultras right at the end of a Mexico qualifying, and it just about became time for dry just as I was starting my lap. It was great timing, and yeah, I'm sure someone's going to try that here. It is quite wet though. This track takes a while to dry from what I can remember, but it should mean we'll get much quicker lap times in the wet anyway, but Blizzard's not going to give us a very good one at all. And Nick is out there, he's on a lap. He's got his Ayrton Senna helmet, because of course, who doesn't? Is it only me that doesn't like them? I feel I'm the only one that doesn't like the Senna helmet. Not that many people even use the Prost helmet. I think that's much better, honestly, the Prost helmet. This is just a bit, it's everywhere. We see it everywhere. Who ever goes on about Prost's helmet, huh? No one. Exactly. We've got those people calling for Connor to go down to F2. You love to see it. He's got too much of an ego. He wouldn't go down. He wouldn't go down. If he went down, it'd be free retirement. Nothing else. Anyway, here comes Nick to the line. It's not going to be P1, but it is going to be P10. Now, there's Demon on a night lap. I think I saw someone else. Was that Louis crossing the line? He crossed a while ago. I thought it was a Red Bull. It might have been Lakitu, but we'll follow Louis first because he's got a lap ready to be prepared. No, when I said F3 for Connor, that's just getting worse and worse now. Right, come on, Louis. Let's get a lap in. Let's see what you've got. Onyx is preparing some softs. He's got a qualifying lap in already today, so it means he's a little bit more in control than in previous weeks. I know he got a quali lap in France as well, but it hasn't been a great season for Onyx actually. It's not really gone to plan so far. We'll see if it can go a bit better today. Maybe he will take the gamble, but look at the spray. Only 16 cars circulating, and most of them either in the pits or on slow laps. This track isn't going to dry too quickly. Now Connor's a blimmin' F5 driver. We're really going down the leaderboards right now. Sooner or later he'll be in UPL at this rate. But Louis, there's no DRS yet, so that's a good indication that the track is still too wet for dries. And I mean the spray as well, of course, is a good indication. But sometimes it can change just minute by minute. But here we go. Into the middle sector split. Let's see how much he's up by. If he is up indeed. He is up by a 10th and a half nearly. So that's not too bad. Back straight time. He's a bit too far away to get a tow, I think, from that car ahead, but he is still going to complete the lap, I'd imagine. 5 minutes to go to spray, still pretty massive. It's gonna be interesting to see who actually takes this risk for drives, because I don't think it's gonna work until possibly the very last second, and even then it might still not be quick enough. But here's Louis extending that gap, but it was invalid. Why did I watch it then? Oh, Mr. Washed Up, let's go watch him. Oh, he's down in his first sector, he's given up. The chat rejoices. I'd imagine, anyway. We've got 19 viewers. Hello! Welcome along. Sorry we're late. It's not my fault. Blame whoever the hell it was. It was Aaron. He took so long to turn up and then he didn't, I don't think. Unless he's maybe here now, but, you know. We waited for him and he just didn't bother. He forgot there was an update today. As did no one else, I think, actually. We were very good on the update stance. Sadly, of course, there's always one. But, I mean, that'll please Calzo. He's probably still feeling a bit bad about last week in France when he lost his chance of a podium on the last lap when he crashed into the Alfa Romeo driver. But anyway, I wonder if these two Renaults are going to try a bit of a slipstream here. What is Demon on? Yeah, I wonder if they're going to try a slipstream here. I'd be surprised if they don't. That's nice. That's a good wee slipstream now. He's got a pit now as well. That's worked out alright. I think Will be very happy about that. But let's see if he can make it P1 with that slipstream. No, in fact he doesn't even improve to another position. He just extends his gap over Blizzard and he needs to get back to them pits quickly. And he knows it. Ah, Speeds to call me a super commentator. You love to see it. Yeah, I'm still not a mod. Mods, are you hearing the praise I'm getting? You gotta get me a mod. Right, Casper's on an out lap. Let's see how he gets on. I'm looking forward to seeing the two Red Bulls of Lakitu and Alfie. They're looking like they are the ones who are going to take the risks and go on to soft. So we've now got Connor. No, he's not going to do it actually. Demon. Okay, Connor, make your mind up, lad. It's difficult to follow this. You know, it's very difficult to follow. Ooh, wheel spin McGee there for Casper. He had a fantastic drive last week in a circuit to Paul Ricard. He was way down the grid, but he went for a different strategy, and thanks to all the squabbling at the front, he was able to catch up and pass about 6 or 7 cars in the last 7 laps. It was a real masterclass of a strategy, and I think I gave him driver today. It was either him or Blizzard. They both deserved it. Blizzard not having a great day so far, but we're not even at the race yet, so give it a chance. But let's see what Casper does today. No one out on the dries yet, and Casper not improving on enters, so... Ah, dear, that's not looking too good this lap, is it? We've now got Lakitu, the first driver out on the softs. Will he be the only one? Because his teammate Alfie has decided against it. There's still obviously time to change, but we've only got 3 people who want to take the risk. Alfie, in fact, has given up. Casper's going to finish the lap. Let's see what he does. Connor has also taken the risk. The spray is still there though a little bit. It's going to be interesting this. Let's see any early indications on the grip. I think that's alright, honestly. I think that could be okay. Oh, but then again, saying that, that's on low par. So I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, well, he's got to do a lap, surely. But he's going to make sure he's in some good space. Get himself ready. Right then, he's really having to warm these tyres up. This is going to be something interesting. I am looking forward to this. We're going to ride on board with this one because I think he's going to be the first one to do it. Unless Sparks has overtaken him or Connor. See, that looks fine. Oh. We haven't seen him get on the full power yet. Let's see what they do. Let's see what Lakitu can do. Louis has started his lap as well, but I really want to see what Lakitu does. Look out for DRS being enabled somewhere. Nick retires. This isn't looking great. He's on the lower gears, just trying to feed the power in nice and smoothly. Sliding quite a lot. This will be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing these S's again. He's down by 1.5 seconds. It's not going to happen. It's too late already, I think. Let's go and watch Louis then. Yeah, you can see the spray is still quite high there. It was more difficult to tell with Lakitu, but Louis not improving either. What about Blizzard? He's up by 1/10 so far. Let's see what he can do. He's up by nearly 3/10 now. That's still quite a long way behind his teammate though. He looks pretty good. Jacotex is on an old set of tyres. He's not improving either. But let's see what he can do. Maybe he'll find something in this last chicane. Is he going to throw it in? Maybe he's got nothing to lose. He is going to throw it in. That's going to be a bit of a corner cut there. I don't know if he's going to get away with it, but we'll wait and see. Up to the line. Will he get away with it? No. Is the answer to that. Blizzard coming to the line. Louis doesn't improve. It's all on Blizzard now. And he doesn't improve with a valid time either. These guys are just not improving at all. What about Francis? No. Connor. It's only P9 for Francis. Connor's, yeah, he's nowhere. Casper into the pits as well. Yeah, so that was a bit of an underwhelming end to that qualifying session. And it was all because, really, the conditions just... It hit the middle ground. Where it was too wet for dries, too dry for inters, and at all the times took a bit of a hit. But, you know what? They gave it a try. So that is qualifying. Louis on pole. Shock. He's back on top. And we'll see what these guys do. Now, also, don't tell anyone, but they've got Park Fermi off. I don't know when they meant to do that. Maybe they didn't mean to do that, but it's off, so they can just stick a dry setup on now. Sneaky buggers. Oh yes, I'm getting close to that level 50, people. I'll be silver by the end of the season. But anyway, Louis is on pole. It's a British top 6, flip me. Louis from Jacotex, Will, Blizzard, Calzo, Sparks, Casper, Onyx, Francis and Lakitu, your top 10. Then outside, bottom 6, Alfie, Nick, Ashbest, Connor, Demon and Lee. I don't know if Aaron's made it or not. We'll wait and find out, I guess, if he's on the grid. But yeah, again, hello everybody in the stream. I see you've all been giving Connor loads of love. You just love to see it. You love to see it. But yeah, let's see what these guys are going to do in the race. Is it wet? Is it dry? It's dry, but it doesn't look like a particularly good day here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. I don't know what the race is going to be like for whoever. It could tip it down again at some point, but at the minute, I'm going to say it'll be a two-stop strategy. It normally is a two-stop strategy around here because the pit lane is so short and the hard compound tyres just do not work. They just do not work. They're too slow. You only use about 10 to 15 seconds in the pit lane because you get to skip the last chicane and skip the first 2 corners with this pit lane, and it's a really short pit lane for good measure. So there's a lot of that skipping that's done at full throttle. In fact, all the skipping's done at full throttle. So it's probably going to be soft to medium to soft, or soft to soft to medium, or medium to soft to soft, something around that, or it could even be soft, medium, medium. But it's going to be soft and mediums, I think, unless there's a crash at lap 1, which could just be a one stop to hards to get to the end. But yeah, everyone's leaving the stream. I said hello to one, and they've all left. Oops, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Have I lost the stream? Is that what's happened here? I've just lost like 10 viewers. What the hell? I don't like any of you anymore. Boo. Righty, let's see. Yeah, we've got quite a variety of tyres there. Louis is on the sauce, but looks like quite far behind him. You have to look to find a second. Yeah, Nick also on sauce. So we've got a few people here going to try to one-stop. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's going to work for Casper. For Ash Best, the 2 Ferraris both going for it. Typical of Ferrari, that. And Lee. And yes, Aaron did make it. He's in a Haas, mind you, but I'm sure the points will go to Alfa Romeo anyway. Trust me, he's an Alfa Romeo driver. But anyway, let's just go through that grid again. So it's Louis on pole on the softs, from Jagetex on mediums, Will mediums, Blizzard mediums, Calza mediums, Sparks mediums, Casper hards, Onyx mediums, Francis mediums, the K2 mediums, Alfie mediums, Nick softs, Ashbest hards, Connor mediums, Demon mediums, Lee hards, and Aaron on the mediums as well. Right, helmet review, let's have a quick look. Louis got a very nice helmet as usual. Jagetex is a bit boring, but it works for the car, which is also a bit boring. No. 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 Is that any good? I can't see from this far back. Francis. It's boring. People, you gotta get these helmet designs up a little bit. You know, I was watching SLR yesterday, and Alfie McMahon had a great helmet design. And no one here is... There's 3 of those the same designs that Lee's got there. Aaron's is alright for the Haas, actually. Ugh. Louis gets it because it just suits the car best. It just suits the car best. There's a lot of lag, says a couple of people actually. There's a few people complaining about this actually. It's not my fault this time. As you can see, we are still streaming in pristine quality. 1080p, 60 frames. Oh, you'll love to see it. Or at least I think you'll love to see it. I haven't actually seen it yet. It might look bad. Oh, there's no lag in the middle. There's no graining in the middle of the screen. You love it. Right. Okay then. So we're all... It does need to suit the car. Listen, it's just my preference, okay? It's my preference. Anyway. Let's stop talking about helmet designs. And let's focus on the lights. We had a classic last time out in France. It'll take quite some beating, but we've got 35 laps to see what these guys are going to do on the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Many different strategies going on here. Louis on pole. We are away. It's a short burst down to turn 1. I'd be surprised if Louis doesn't keep the lead with those tyres. There's a bit of contact behind. But into turn 1, looks like we're all staying nice and clean. We've got 2 McLaren side by side making contact with the Williams ahead of Blizzard, who's had a poor start. And he was nearly off into the grass, I think. Off the line, but he's okay at the moment, up to P4 after losing it briefly. But that means there's a big train behind him. But we've all stayed relatively clean. Congratulations, everyone. Oh, I've said it. 3 wide. Oh dear. That doesn't end well when you come back on like that. But it looks like we're all alive-ish, apart from, well, Francis himself, who's lost the front wing end plate. Lee as well might have been a cause of the yellow flag. He was down quite a bit, and Francis has just given up. So Louis then leads this race. He will extend that gap by way more than you'd expect. Let's say that, because he's an alien already, but he's on the softs and being an alien. And we've got some side-by-side McLaren and Toro Rosso going at it. And that's a really nice run from Sparks actually there, after being overtaken by the Toro Rosso. He's going to have a real run into the last chicane, and we're going to see our first attempted move into here. We're going to see our first disaster into here today. Bit of contact on the entry, having to cut the second part to avoid the wall on the exit, with Cal's having a bit of a slide. This will open up the opportunity to pass again for Sparks. On the inside, look out for his teammate as well. He's just lurking in the background. You can see him now, and he's on board. Round the outside he goes off Calzo. Will he get the run? It seems the Toro Rosso driver's got a really poor run at every corner I've watched him take so far. And that trend continues. Round the outside goes Onyx. He makes light work of that one. Ash Best has left the session. He's retired. And he's a casualty, potentially, at this pit lane entry. And indeed, he's in the pits. So something's gone wrong on this lap for him to make him decide he's going to give up. Blizzard is now going to be hounding down the F2 winner here last season, and F2 champion, of course, Will Murdoch. Quitter mentality, you love to see it in the chat. I got to remember that phrase. I got to keep using that one. You can set up for quite a lot of drivers on this game. But yeah, Blizzard looking to chase down the F2 champion, F2 winner. The F1 championship leader, of course, himself, Blizzard. Let's see if he can catch up to his teammate, because he's going to hope he's got the better strategy today. Because if he doesn't, then Louis is going to keep building that gap, and it's going to work out for him. So this has to be a quick move. Louis with a fast lap again. Let's see how quick Blizzard is. On the way to turn 1. Is it quick enough to find a gap on the inside? It is, but on the outside of turn 2, that's not going to be a too easy move to make. We saw that Onyx could make it on Calzo here, but Will has got his exit sorted. and so he doesn't have to worry about that chance for now. But it is now DRS activated for 3 zones on this lap. First one coming up here. And Jacotech's under a bit of pressure as well. And the 2 Rebels are pretty close, but that's not what's caused the accident. We've got a 3-car fight here. And it's all ended in a bit of a mess. We've got Connor escaping, Alfie without a rear tyre, and I think Demon without a front wing. Or at least without most of the front wing. Yeah, it's a big amount of damage there. Aaron seemingly got through there nice and cleanly, using DRS to get past. But yeah, that looked like it all got a bit crossed up there. And 3 cars in the wars in that particular part of the track. Did Lee get through there okay? Looking there, he did. Let's quickly go back to Blizzard though, because he's going for this move now on Will. Inside, final chicane. Seems to have got it done nice and cleanly, and he has a good exit as well. He can now chase after Jacotex and go for that P2 as we start lap 4. Onyx, the fastest man on track at the moment, and Jacotex holding a big old train up. We're getting used to this in F1. I'm very much liking it. Long may it continue. Oh, 28 people. Oh, hello. Yellows again. That's never good. What's it this time? Is it a retirement? It's Connor. Connor's retired. Connor's dead. F's in the chat there for him. Although not really, because he's washed up anyway, and we all knew that was going to happen, obviously. Judging by what you're all saying in qualifying. The 7-time champion, struggling a tad here. Oh, it's not Wreckfest. It's not, well, it is, but it's not as wrecky as it used to be. I mean, it used to be a complete mess. But it's improved, I promise. Baku was a much bigger crash fest than this. But anyway, here comes Sparks on to the back of Will. Will with the DRS though on the back of Blizzard. That's going to help him just hold on to this 4th position for now. Has Blizzard got a run on Jacotex? He's not using his ERS. That's not going to really help his cause, is it? Calzo might fancy catching back up to this. He lost a bit of time. He's now got Nick on the back on those softs. Softs can't last for too much longer, I would imagine. Maybe 5 laps at the most, or something like that. Something around that range. I might be 10, 15, 10 for if you're doing a soft, medium, soft. I guess that's sort of what you're looking at on the tyres. But yeah. Yeah, season 21 flashbacks. Yeah. I'm glad I wasn't there for that one. I did hear it was quite a mess. But anyway, let's not talk about how bad the league used to be. Let's just talk about how good the league is. Because look at this, we've got loads of close fights. Spark's not quite looking at the move at the moment. He seems most likely to make one. He's rather closer to ERS, to be fair, on Will. But is he going to use it enough on this straight? He's using more than the Renault ahead. Here he goes. Inside. Made his choice late, but got it done. Will's going to go for the exit, but he's, well, I said he wasn't going to get it, but Sparks had a big slide. And they're going to go side by side to turn 1. It'll be round the outside, then down the inside. Turn 1 and turn 2, the combination of dreams, but not for Will on this occasion. Did he just get hit? He did just get hit. Honest is trying on the outside. He has a big slide. Nearly goes into him. But will he fly around the outside? He's already done it once in this race, but will not do it again for the time being. And Blizzard's just lost some time. Has he hit the wall or something? Or has he just had a wee slide? Whatever it is, he could probably use that ERS a bit now. He's helped to narrow Jake's usage right down. And he's should be in a pretty good position to get by, probably on this lap, if he can just keep this up. Onyx has gone around the outside of Will. And he's up into the top 5. And Will just doesn't really have the pace at the moment. The F2 champion just starting to fall down the field a bit as Demon pits. Early stop for him. I guess he could do soft to hard from now on if he's still in the race. He is still in the race. He's not a ghost like Francis is. Louis making the pit stops. That's earlier than I thought it would be for the soft, but I guess that'll be 2 medium runs for the end instead. It still works out nice and dandy. He should have the pace for it. Let's see if Blizzard's anywhere closer to Jacobs. He's not. No one's actually close to a move yet. And it is medium compound tyres for Louis as he comes out of the pit lane onto the track again. And as you can see, look how much of the track he can cut. There's turn 1 and turn 2. He is hitting there at a way quicker speed, and he can just come out in behind Aaron. Nolan's interested in the chat. Let's see if the strategy works out for Connor, or not Connor, I think he's out. Let's see if it works for Louis. I'd be surprised actually if anyone in his top 6, having seen that, doesn't maybe think of going for medium to hard. And just hope they can hold up, because these guys are struggling to pass, it appears, and they're using up a lot of ARs while they're doing it. Blizzard seems to be in pretty good control, it has to be said, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, DRS again for Blizzard. He's not using this ERS, as you can see, and he's closing right up on Jacotex. If we can just keep this up and get a good exit, he should be able to go for it into turn 1. Let's see if he does, though. DRS again. Will gets a penalty. Blizzard gets a nice run, but it's not nice enough, and he's into turn 1, still behind. Louis has got past Aaron. That was nice and easy for him. Now, Blizzard isn't really under too much pressure at the moment. He's keeping this nice and controlled. I feel he's got plenty of pace being hidden right now. I'm sure as soon as he gets past Jacotex, whenever he wants to, I think he'll go whenever he wants to. He's got way more control than it probably looks like from this point of view. He can go past whenever he wants, pretty much. And when he does that, he'll have plenty of pace. So honestly, Blizzard is looking pretty good for the win. If he can keep the pace up and has a better strategy than his teammate, because he might be able to take some sauce later on and be quick. Because you know from France he was pretty good. It is seemingly the two Williams against each other in the championship right now. No one else really quick enough at the moment. But maybe I'm a bit too, you know, quick to judge. But let's see. Will Blizzard go for it this lap? No, he won't. He's not on the ERS, as you can see. Maybe he'll just set it up and then he'll put it up again. Let's see. Bit of understeer into there. The dirty air didn't help. Is he going to go for it into turn 1? See, look at the run he's got. He's got more than enough speed if he wants to use it and if he wants to take that position. What it's doing is holding up this whole pack as well. He is just making sure that he's got everything under his own control right now. If he can keep his McLarens behind, he'll hold them all up. And it's all helping his team to catch up quite quickly, but it does feel like Blizzard's the one in full control of the situation at the moment. And two McLarens are getting raring to fight now, and that's a slight worry, I would imagine, if you're Sparks, seeing your teammate right behind you while you're also trying to focus on Blizzard, whatever the hell he's doing. Because if you're Sparks right now, what do you look at? Do you look at your teammate behind, or do you just hope that these two go for a fight and have some form of slowing down issues, as in they've hit each other or something like that? At the minute, he's looking ahead, which Blizzard might well fancy doing. Here we go, Blizzard, ERS is up. He'll close up, but he won't close up enough to pass. Not under the chicane, he won't. He just doesn't want to pass. He seemingly just doesn't want to pass. Look how low he's putting the ERS there. He's saving it brilliantly. He's just trying to whittle everyone else down. I mean, Onyx has been able to do the same thing now. He's stuck on the back of this. He's got loads of ERS himself. So he's in a good position of control, I guess, at the same time. And Blizzard's a bit out of shape there. Sparks nearly into the back. And he's had to slow down a bit. Onyx can't get by. And look at the clouds. I said this earlier on. It was starting to get a bit dull. I thought maybe there would be a chance of rain. I don't know what the weather's going to do. But if it is about to rain, then it's... well, it wouldn't make much sense, actually, because Louis is only on the mediums. If it was going to rain, he would have went for another set of sauce or something. But, we'll wait and see. Maybe it will rain, but it's starting to quite dull at the moment. It does feel dry with body line, which is kind of completely against the whole idea of rain. But anyway, let's see if Onyx has got a run on his teammate. Looks like Sparks had a pretty good run, actually. Pit stop windows open for these guys now. Will I need a pit? No, they all stay out. Onyx has a really good chance on his teammate, but he isn't good enough. Man, you guys want to really keep me waiting, don't you? It's like France last week, this. Eventually, that just blew up and became absolute chaos, and I'm just sort of waiting for that trigger point. Because whenever it happens, you gotta just be prepared for mentalness. Is that a word? Mentalness? I don't know. But Blizzard 3-second penalty. Maybe he's not in his control as I thought. I don't know. I just don't even know what to think at this point. That's wide. I swear he has front wing damage or something. Has he had another little mistake? It's difficult to tell with black end plates, mind you, but I don't think he's got any damage. He doesn't. So I don't know what's keeping him back right now at this point. Onyx has got 100% full tank of ERS, at least he did for a moment. The slipstream not really very effective though for him. Blizzard closing up again to Jacotex. He just doesn't want to go for this move. He just does not fancy it. No one fancies it. No one fancies going for any moves right now. It's the closest fight on track at the moment. But at the same time, it's not a fight. Can you see now why I didn't want there to be any rain? Could you imagine if it decided it was going to rain today? Ugh, I'd be sleeping already. But Onyx is looking pretty close. Does he risk it? Can he risk it? Because like I say, somebody has to get this race started at some point, don't they? We've been sitting in formation for 12 laps now. Louis has been just quietly making his way out the field at the same time as all this going on. So, oh, it is interesting. It's an interesting lead battle. When it all kicks off, then it'll get really interesting. It looks every lap like it's closer and closer to kicking off, but someone actually has to do that. Someone kick it off. Look at it, it's 100% ERS. What are you doing not using it, Blizzard? Because now Sparks has seen his opportunity. He is going to close up, but he's not going to stay in the slipstream, is he? Does he think about it? No. Blizzard pits. Onyx, oh no, Onyx didn't think Sparks was going to pit, and he's had to pit at the same time as his teammate. He thought about turning out of it, but he would have got a penalty, and look at this, he's going to have to hold it behind. He's going to lose a good 10 seconds here. Oh, look at that, that is painful. He has to wait still a few more seconds to finally get the wheels off, and his race has just been ruined there. And I would say it was out of his own control, but quite frankly, it really wasn't. He just wasn't really thinking of what his teammate was going to do. So Blizzard's going for an undercut then. He's a long way off. Who's that going off the track? Someone's just had an accident there. It was Demon. Is he getting out of the way, maybe? He's on new tyres, like, so I don't know what's happened to him there. Oh, Will's gone. The two Renaults have synchronised, killed each other in themselves. What's happened? Well, that's where Will's ended up. And Demon just sort of parked up on the other chicane as well. I don't really know what happened there. That's, yeah, an implosion of race for them. Right, so that's one car of the equation. He wasn't going particularly quickly anyway, but he's just got a bit too much on the throttle, I guess, out of there and lost it. But now we're getting these pit stops. Like I say, I imagine these guys are all going to go in medium, soft, I guess. Could be seeing some medium soft, but not seeing any signs of that at the moment. Blizzard, though, he knows he's got a set of soft shoes at the end. He also knows he'll have a much later pistol than his teammates, so he's just going to have to try and make this work as best as he can, with Sparks behind, pressuring all the time. Well, hold on, he wasn't literally second, he was like second on track. He was second on road, but he was like 5th or 6th net, you know. And I was too busy focusing on what Demon was going to do. Will retiring was just an afterthought. Oh, right, he's done that. I should probably talk about that, yeah. I mean, to be fair, yeah, it was a weird situation. Both Renaults just killing each other themselves at the same time. We've hit the big 3-0. Not that I'm competitive or anything. That's not me. I'm not competitive. But, Casper win? That's the suggestion. Well, I've already put that out there with these Ferraris, at least one of the Ferraris. Obviously, Ashbear's never got a chance to see what his strategy was going to do. But yeah, the one stop for Casper, it's the only option he's got. And you know what? It's working out beautifully right now. I've got to say. This isn't working out too bad. He might not win the race, but he's certainly on for a podium if he can just keep this up. If he can just keep it up. Jacotex, by the way, has lost loads on the undercut, but we didn't really expect anything other than that. Look how far they are ahead now, Sparks and Blizzard. Obviously, Onyx fell off the face of the planet after his pit stop issues. But yeah, Casper 4.6 seconds off the lead. This is a legit second place for him now. Because they've all got one more pit stop to make. Jay, oh, that's a good spot. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, Jay's on a one stop as well. Yeah. Thank you for the spot. Who even is that? Swenderman. I like that name. Right. Jake's just on a one stop as well. Sparks, this is a great run on Blizzard. He doesn't look like he's very interested in defending that, does he? No ERS being used at all. In fact, he waited until Sparks got past to put it up. Does he want Sparks to be the one to put the challenge on, maybe? He's too lazy to do it himself. What's this yellow flag for? It's for Demon again. What's he? Just retire, lad. Will you? What are you doing? You're getting me to focus on you when there's more important things going on. So stop. Yellows again. Oh, that's Onyx and Lakitu side by side. Casper penalty. That's not going to help his strategy because he's not really very good for pace, is he, at the moment? Lakitu falls behind the McLaren. And that is what I said before about these hards. They'll get you a long way into the race, but they're absolutely useless. And that's the thing that Jake has been to worry about as well, because Casper's pace really just isn't there. And just imagine, he's going to have to fight against this with people on the soft at the end, new soft. So, or sorry, well, he'll be on mediums by the end of that point, but even then, it's just not going to be very quick, is it? I think Casper might have got this one wrong. But yeah, Blizzard, he wanted Sparks to get him first, I guess. He's just going to purchase off this and probably get both of them, I guess. But Casper, not one of them who's let him through, of course, and Blizzard, maybe he's not. I'm trying to make Blizzard look smarter than he is, I think, because he just doesn't seem to have that great racecraft. I don't know. But he's ahead of Casper now after hitting him a little bit after the slide from the Ferrari at the last corner. These guys are closing in on Louis, but that's not really to be too surprising. It's all going to be about the end of the race, about whether these guys can keep the closing going on. They should be able to close in. But, yeah, we'll see. Calzo penalty as well. Nick on the back of Jaketex. Let's see how these hires work for him. As Demon sets the fastest lap. Oh, he's so inconsistent. Look at this, people. We've got enough on those battles. It's never going to amount to anything. Woohoo! Fight for P7. Yippee-yi-yo. Aaron's left. Good for him. Right, we're down to 10. Well, 10 here on the lead lap, anyway. I don't want to sound mean when I'm saying that, but yeah, sadly it's just not going Demon's way at the moment. Aaron's back, so we're back to 11 on the lead lap. Well, yeah, 11 on the lead lap. What to do? Blizzard's not really low on the ARS. Casper making a stop. That's going to be risky for a one stop. Is he going to do soft? New front wing as well. Okay, well, that's just gone disastrously wrong then for Casper. Oh dear. Oh, he's run over his mechanics as well. Just a side note, the animation there is not very good. As you could tell by the accidents that haven't happened, that should have happened. Right then, what do we watch then? Do we watch Blizzard as his race low-key falls apart? Because Sparks is really ruining his day. Sparks actually could be on for the victory. Unless, of course, Louis pitting for another set of oh. Okay, I'm giving up at this point. Why am I still trying to figure out what these two are doing? I don't know what they're doing, okay? I'm gonna stop trying to figure it out. I don't even know what Louis is doing. For all we know, he could be pitting for the sauce as well. I'd be very surprised, but you just never know. These two are definitely going on the sauce, and they will keep closing. And Jaketex will keep losing. But he is on the tires that will get into the end of the race. Anyone out of his top 4 could win it. I think Nick maybe is a bit out of touch. I don't know. We'll wait and find out. But then again, like I say, I'm done with predictions. We could get a safety car any second and that could flip everything on its head. But yeah, this gap really is starting to close on at the top. These guys are working together, I guess, at this point. They're going to just feed DRS after DRS after DRS, all to close up quickly and efficiently. to the back of the race leader. Sparks is taking his time behind Blizzard just to save that ARS up. And then he can use it to attack. Blizzard, again, not really seemingly in the mood to defend this one. And I guess this just helps them both along. I'm done trying to predict it, but here I am predicting what they're doing again. I know, I'm not... I don't think I got my crystal ball with me today. It's not a very reliable one anyway. It needs a bit of a redo. That's a bit of a risky one, but well, Onyx has just sort of shoved his way through there on Calzo, and now I'm going to put Lakitu past as well. I do have a habit of questioning drivers, yes, but that's why I'm questioning every single one of them. Okay, so for all we know, let's just question it. The only one I haven't questioned yet, I guess, is... Well, have I questioned Nick's winning opportunity chances? I don't know. Yeah, I questioned pretty much every driver on their chances of victory so far today. I don't know which one's going to do it. I probably questioned you at some point as well when I think about it, Speedwood, but yeah. I think I did actually last week. Thinking about it, I probably did have something to say about you last week. Anyway, being told safety car doesn't exist. Have faith, have faith, have faith. This is me we're talking about here. We should know that when safety cars come out, I get a bit angry as well. So I do seem to bring them about. So if I'm going to say there's no safety car, there'll be a safety car. If I say there will be a safety car, there probably won't. I would say either or. You just don't know at this point. Like I say, I'm talking out of nonsense now. Let's just talk about what's happening on the track, shall we? Because we've got a 4, soon to become 5-car train as we wait for the main action at the top to kick off again. Lead pitting. Good for him. Blizzard again using that DRS just on the back of Sparks. They're both pretty low on ARS while Louis got about double of what they have, so we'll see how that pans out when we get to the fight. Nick a bit wide, that'll help Onyx past. Here he goes. As the skies get noticeably duller again, I must say. These guys, I don't know what's happening with weather, but they're fighting hard anyway. And that's a very tidy move on the outside for Onyx. He's been very good on the exits today, and he's showing once again how good he is. As Louis pits again, but what do I watch? Because this is going to be a crash if they're not careful. They've already hit each other once. Is there front wing damage? I'd be surprised if there isn't. There is front wing damage to Lakitu. And these two are pretty damn close into turn 1. Look at this. As Louis, like I say, pits. Let's see what he goes on to. It is mediums. That's important. I think these guys at the front are going to be going on to the softs. And Jacotex is going to be way clear, but with tyres that will not work for the life of him. He's going to be sitting there probably pretty thinking, okay, I'm like 10 seconds clear. I'm going to so win this race. And then he doesn't. He won't win this race. I'm going to say it now. Jacotex will not win this race, okay? That's me saying he's going to win the race. Anyway, Sparks and Blizzard have about... how long are they willing to go for the pit? Another sort of 3, 4, 5 laps, something like that? Because I guess in one respect they're going to want as little time on these tires as possible, but at the same time they're worried that Louis is going to be trying to gain time. One thing that is on their side though is Jacotex actually, because Jacotex is going to be holding them up in a moment when Louis catches up. He'll start to be held up as Blizzard makes another pass on Sparks. I don't want to overexcite myself by looking at this, you see, because it's not really time for anything fun yet, you know what I mean? Like, the fun bits aren't here yet, although I must say, Blizzard's really put his foot down, hasn't he? Nick pits. That's 12 lap all mediums, that. These guys will be on 12 lap all mediums when it comes to sort of pit probably as well. 12, 13, 14 lap at the most, I'd guess. Let's see when Nick comes out, just out of curiosity. I don't think it's actually got any relevance to the race at all. He's in the points. Yay! What do you frickin' do? Right. Louis... Let's just see if he's on for a good lap. What's his first sector like? Because I'm very interested to see if he's his fastest. We do not know. Of course we don't know. Why bother checking? Of course we wouldn't know. And these guys are saving the ARS up a little bit again. and using it accordingly with the DRS, etc. to keep each other nice and close. That's very late on the brakes for Sparks into that last chicane. That was impressive. I haven't really been paying much attention to that, but that was much later than I thought they could go into there. Onyx hits the wall, gets a penalty, but it's still close to the back of Jacotex, who has spent quite a lot of his day showing people his gearbox. He's getting quite good at it. But, yeah, we'll see how long he can keep these guys behind. I do fear for, like, say, when these top two go onto the sauce at the end. If they aren't going on the sauce, then I'm baffled. Let me just say that. No, I'd be baffled if they aren't going onto the sauce. They have to try. One of them has to try for the win, right? It's not like they don't have any new sets or anything like that either. They are both going to have new sets because they've only ever used one set this whole Grand Prix event, and that was on their first stints. In fact, they haven't used them at all, have they? Medium, have they actually? I'm forgetting now. They haven't used them at all. None of them even started on a set of the softs. I think Lou is the only guy in the top 10 to start on them. So they have to go on softs, actually. So ignore that. They have to go on the softs. And they definitely will have a new set of them. Onyx again gets close to Jacotex. Pitting. Is it softs? Once again, it could well be the only option he's got. What could it have been for him if he didn't have that issue in the pit earlier? I mean, it is his fault. In all fairness, it is his fault that he's in this position because he pitted with his teammate. He could have backed out of it, but he just didn't expect his teammate to pit at the same time as him, and that sort of cost him. I don't want to make it sound too harsh to say it's his fault, but it is his fault. But let's see what he can do on these tires anyway. Let's see what undercut he'll get on the guys around him. If he wants to get by Jacotex, he'll have to do it just by pure like catching him. Let's see if Onyx, though, first of all, can get by Nick. He can. Risky, but effective. Hold on a second. What was... a 1:06. Is there something wrong with you? A 1:06. Aaron's in a 1:06.2 and he's not even here. That's not for the books. Right, Sparks is pitting first. Soft tires go on to the McLaren. A nice clean pit stop. Lakitu. New front wing. I don't know if I saw a penalty pop up there. I just want to make sure there wasn't one. Especially if it was for Sparks. It wasn't. Good. Sorry, I wasn't sure I saw a penalty for him there. But he now needs to get his foot down. He has got, well, 8 seconds to catch. I think he could do that. Let's see how quickly he'll do it. I think he can do it. And Blizzard was a bit ahead as well. He'll have to catch pretty much the same amount. In fact, he'll probably be behind the McLaren driver. Locking up quite a lot into the hairpin now. It's not going to help him when it comes to the end of the race. When it just comes to where he's out of the pits, and that'll affect his whole last run, you see. Lakitu quite close now to the back of Nick on his new softs. Thought about it on the inside. Demons decided to return to see the end of the race, probably, or something like that. Blizzard's pitting. Sparks is getting nearly a second on this lap already on Louis, as there goes Lakitu on the inside. Up into P8 he goes. Blizzard, I don't think he's going to come out ahead of Sparks, but we'll see. He's held in the pits for quite a long time as well. That's not going to help him out. He's going to fall quite a bit down, I would have thought, actually, with that. He was sitting there way longer than he thought he would be. Sparks is gone. Yeah, Blizzard's lost out big time there. Casper, back up to 4th. As a result of that, he probably wasn't expecting that, but yeah, the 7-second swing for Blizzard, that would do that. So Casper up to the top 4. Louis now under the back of Jacotex for the lead. Now this is a genuine fight for the lead. We know Jacotex is pretty good when it comes to the defence. Actually, he's been pretty good at his defence all day long, but Louis is going to be something else to try and defend, and I don't think he's going to be able to do it. And while the tyres will get into the end of the race, I don't think it's going to be in P1. Could be a podium though. If I was him, I wouldn't fight it too hard, and indeed, he doesn't fight it too hard. Louis back into the lead of the race. Okay, so it's all about this man then. All about Sparks. Can he catch up? He hasn't set a fastest lap. Mind you, you can't beat a 1 minute 6.2 from Aaron. I don't know how he got that either. I think his ghost car was a bit drunk. Something's gone wrong there. There's been a few chicanes cut by the AI, the cheeky fuckers. As Aaron joins back. He mustn't have that many invites left. He's going to have to give up eventually, as Honest gets a penalty. Right, let's set the penalty situation actually. Louis, if he hasn't got any penalties, he's got 2 penalties. Sparks has got 1. And so in reality, oh, someone's out in there. Someone's out in there. Blizzard's got by. Blizzard's got by on Casper. Any damage? I thought there was damage there for something, but there isn't. So Blizzard's up into P4. But what I'm saying there, Sparks only has to get within 3 seconds of that Aaron. Huh. Don't know. Probably was him actually, but no, it was Demon. It was Demon. He's had a spin. But no, with that penalty situation, Sparks only has to catch another sort of 3 seconds, 3.2 seconds to win the race. So it looks pretty good there for him actually. Louis, I didn't think he'd have that many penalties, but that's actually what's going to cost him today. Mr. Perfect isn't having a perfect day. In fact, it's not a perfect day at all. He's going to lose the race at this point. The gap at the moment is 6.1 seconds. I think we're going to keep that on Gats leader because that genuinely is going to be the more important thing. Until at least Sparks gets past Jake, so it may not be for a while. I keep pulling a muscle in my... What the frick? What the frick? I don't know what's going on here. Is that how the AI are setting 1 minute 6s? Now that makes sense. Yeah. Well, we've discovered what they're doing. Although, mind you, Demon Ash hasn't quite... Oh, not Demon Ash. I'm getting these drivers mixed up. Casper! Casper's retired from the race. He's in the Wall of Champions. Oh, that's a hard hit as well. He was having a good run. But with 6 to go, in the wall he goes. But yeah, I think we just discovered how Aaron's been setting 1 minute 6s, people. He's cutting all the corners and he seemingly hasn't got any penalties on or something. He's getting away with murder here. I'm just glad nothing's happening apart from that accident, because I can focus on this. We can showcase this. Oh yeah, and of course there's no safety car for the car deep in the barriers, which is an interesting development. Will he beat the 1 minute 6? Nah, not quite. I don't think he got his technique quite right for cutting corners. Let's see if he can get it right this time. I was alright there if we turn... I can't even call that... It's not really an official turn, it's more just... it. He's cut it very well. He needs to be on a set of sauce for this, I think. That's what he's missing. He needs some sauce. He can get that better grip for the tire, for the gravel and the grass, etc. There's no gravel actually. As a Lakitu gets by Onyx on DRS. The sun is out as well. This will potentially actually not help these sauce. It could mean they will heat up and wear a bit more quickly. But I will see. At the minute, he's just got to catch 2.2 seconds to win the race. You might have to hand out a pen or two, yeah. I'd imagine Aaron's getting... Well, I'm sure Aaron will get the point still because he's 2 laps ahead of Demon. But, yeah. I wonder why the game hasn't given him any penalties. It's very odd, that. But he's getting away with 1 minute 6s. He'll get the fastest lap point as well. So, you know what? I would say fair enough there, but he might well take it off from the steward. But, anyway, Sparks, he's closing on a victory right now, but his ERS is also starting to run out a bit. Louis got a tad more. That could help in the closing stages. Although his tyres, his tyres aren't going to do too well either. Both these guys, their tyres are going to go about as far as they should be going before they start to wear out. So it's going to be a close one, actually, this. I just wonder if the warmer track conditions, and of course Jacotex, is going to hold up Sparks now, because there's only 4 laps to go. And these laps, they can go by quite quickly when you're stuck behind a car. And are low on ERS, mind you, they're both identical pretty much on the ERS. Jacotex goes into defensive. His tyres, incidentally, are also going about as long as they should be going. So they're all pretty much doing what they are expected to do on these tyres. And that should make it a pretty easy overtaking opportunity actually for Jacotex, as Aaron sets a 1:05 this time. Pitting for soft would help him here. But surely Sparks has got to make this work first time round. He will indeed. He's got a fantastic run. Here he goes. P2 is his. And that was much better, much quicker than I thought it would be. That's something to point out, actually. What about Jacotex penalties? He's got 2 as well, actually. So that's nothing to worry about. But it's all about, then, the last 3 laps. Will Sparks catch that gap up? Has he got any more penalties in that time, by the way? Let's just make sure he hasn't. Louis got a penalty on that lap. So, that means that Sparks, currently still sitting on 1 penalty, is now in the lead of the race. He can actually lose another 2.2 seconds. And it looks like the McLaren driver, where did he qualify? He qualified P6. Looks like he's going to win the race. The first non-Williams triumph of the season, I believe it will be then, incoming. As Aaron gets a 5-second penalty for spinning the pit lane of all things. But yes, Sparks, hopefully he knows the penalty situation and doesn't need to push too hard in these next 2 laps. What now he's got to worry about is keeping the tyres for these next 2 laps and just making sure that they get to the end. If he can get them to the end, he's on course for the checkered flag for the first time this season. Blizzard has 2 penalties as well as Jacotex, so he's not going to get by on penalties or anything like that. That barrier juts out quite a lot there. These guys are going to have to be careful. Look at it on board from Blizzard. You push too hard, you'll be in there, and that'll be a pretty embarrassing way to go out of the race, unfortunately. But that barrier just sticking out a little bit further than it should. Look at that. Lakita's got a bit wrong on the exit. Onyx is on him for P5. And like I say, wherever he had been about all his errors, or like his main error of that pit lane entry, you'll never know, I guess. But how far does he have to lead right now? He probably would have been right where Blizzard is actually, so he wouldn't have been too far further up, but he would have been further up regardless. Certainly wouldn't have been in that battle. But here comes Sparks. He's just a few kilometers away then. Keeping that gap below the 6 seconds he needs. And just 100% let you all see what I'm on about. 1, 2, 3 penalties for Louis. Sparks, 1 penalty for him. And that means he can finish behind Louis by 6 seconds and he will win the race. But that is so close to the wall. It's so close to the wall. He's tantalisingly close to wiping himself out. As we start the final lap, we got some more yellow flags. I don't know what that's for this time. It must be for Demon, of course it's for him. Aaron, not a great first sector for him. Not for his efforts. I wonder if the game started giving some penalties now. I wonder if he can't go for those corner cuts anymore. Onyx not close enough to go for the move. Blizzard gets a penalty. But Sparks into the middle sector now. He's a bit low on fuel. He'll hope that he doesn't run out, because that'd be quite an embarrassing way to lose the race as well. He's just got to keep it sweet for the next 1 sector. That's it, 1 sector. Louis will cross the line first, but he's not going to get the win because he has got 9 seconds of penalties compared to Sparks' 3 seconds of penalties. And that is, if you can do maths, when Sparks will win the race by currently 1.6 seconds. But here comes Louis to the line. I think he knows he hasn't won the race, because here comes Sparks to the line. Does he know he's won the race? I think he does. Sparks wins the PSGL Season 24 Round 4 here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. The Canadian Grand Prix goes to McLaren. Jacodex third, great strategy from him on that one stop. Blizzard fourth, Lakitu fifth, Onyx sixth, Nick seventh, Lee's going to come around the final corner to be eighth. We've got Smooth Operator already on the strap. Well, I should have saw that coming. Unfortunate. Oh no, it isn't actually. No, it is the right car. It's a Smooth Operator who's won the race. There you go. The omens were there. The omens were there. Calzo 9th, Aaron with a 1 minute 4.7 to close out the race. In 10th. Yeah, good one. Good one. Francis, oh my god. Dude, I think David just crashed out. I think he might have just crashed out there. Oh dear. Right. Oh. So there is Smooth Operator himself, taking his champagne moment away from Williams for the first time this season, I think. And yeah, taking all 16 points. That's something I keep forgetting to mention, by the way, the point system. It's 16, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just in case you didn't know that. Because we're different. Alright, Sparks is your winner from Louis, Jacotex, Blizzard, Lakitu, Onyx, Lee, Nick, Calzo, Aaron, who probably won't keep anything. But, yeah, we'll find out. And then Francis, Demon, Casper, Will, Connor, Alfie, and Ash Best. I said in the chat before, if we don't get into the 1 minute 6s, I'd be disappointed. We smashed the 1 minute 6s, we smashed 1 minute 5s, we smashed into the 1 minute 4s. And we're now going away. What a brew! I haven't got a brew with me actually. I'll drink water instead. I hope we all get the joke, by the way. Oh, what a brew! Anyway, I'm gonna stop before I get weird. Cheers for watching, everybody. Congratulations to Aaron on being the only person, I think anyway, the only person to break into those beautiful 1 minute 4s. And yeah, congratulations to the Smooth Operator himself, Sparks. And yeah, safe travels, everybody.